So let's talk about Exo. Exo is this little software that I'm opening right now, which is the 2.3 Matera, released in the March 2019.
And yeah, this software is allowed you to create project and put all of the specification into. Okay, so you start with the client, which is your dentist, and then the patient name and the technician, which is the person that is creating this project. And here in these windows, you can put all of the notes, okay, specification about this project, which could be what type of material you use, shade, type things that can be really helpful for other users that they are opening this project. Then here I have option, I have material configuration, setting, and about, which I would not really spend a lot of time on it, okay, because most of the time I would suggest you to use material configuration as default, right? Because it's just a matter of parameters. We will talk about that in deep later, because remember, into Exocad you can always have the freedom to change the parameters as you want. You don't have to just do here, okay? You can do later. And then other things that I want to talk about is setting. Okay, if you click on it, this windows comes out, and is one of the most important things that you want to do from the beginning. It's which type of numbering you are using. Okay, if you're using Universal or FDI World Dental Federation, just do right now and then don't change later, because it depends where you are located. If you're in Europe, if you're in America, they have different type of numbering. So do by now. I'm using the FDI World Dental Federation. I'm good with that. Okay, and once of course you change it, you gotta close Exocad and open again, otherwise the new option is not going to be available. So with that said, I would just start to creating this new project. I'm gonna create a new customer, which name is Bruce. All right, it's just an example. Again, guys, I don't want to fill all of this. Street city you can do by yourself, and then name of the patient could be, let's say, Henry, last name Jefferson. Okay, click new, is right up here, and then I'm gonna set. Okay, technician, it's me. If I want to create a new one, I click on here like I did for these two. Okay, and I put name of technician, could be Patrick, new. Patrick is right here. Technician ID 9 Patrick, technician ID 8 is Tommy. Different type of technician that I just invented, So accept. So I have client dentist name, I have patient name, and I have the technician name. Okay, so right now if I have to select the job definition, okay, and we gotta choose the tooth that I want to work on it. Let's say I'm gonna work on number 17. Okay, when I click on it, a lot of option pops out. Okay, I have anatomic crown, coping, press. As you can see, I have plenty of them. So Exocad is asking me what you want to do on this selected tooth. So let's say, just to make it easier, let's say we want to do an anatomic crown. Okay, we will talk about these and about parameters then later. Okay, about this anatomic, about material, and about parameters then later. I don't want to spend time on it right now because it's a lot of to talk about. So just to give you an example how to create a project, you gotta select here in based on what you want to do. If you want to do a full contour, it's gonna be anatomic crown. Type of material, if you're making a PMMA, if you're making a zirconia, if this type of tooth is gonna be created over a natural teeth, so it's gonna be not implant. If it's gonna be, if you want to do a custom abutment, so you're gonna create the custom abutment, and then on top of that you're gonna create your crown. If it's gonna be a on custom abutment manual position, we will talk about that later. Screw retainer, if you want a screw retainer, of course, or screw retainer manual position if you're using a temporary abutment. So let's say just make it easy, I'm gonna select just no implant. I will put no and no, which here basically is if you have a situation model, a guide, something to follow, and if you have the gingiva. So I just select no, I'm gonna select okay. So right now this tooth is anatomic crown. As you can see right now, the color, it's anatomic crown. And a good thing to know is that, let's say I wanna create a project which is a breed from number 17 to number 11, okay? And of course, it's a waste of time that if I have to go in every single tooth and make all of these options. So 16 anatomic crown, and then come here and select the material, and then option and parameters. All right, so it's pretty a waste of time. But by clicking control, all right, if I click control and I click on the tooth right now, by clicking control, okay, by clicking control and selecting the tooth, I'm gonna exactly copy the information that I have on this tooth, and I can do that with all of these teeth, right? 11, we say from 17 to 11. So as you can see, I just clone all of the information that I have on number 17 just by clicking control and selecting the tooth. All right, so it's pretty easy, and it's gonna be really, once you understand it, it's gonna be really something really helpful. And if, let's say, I wanna right now deselect some teeth, right? I wanna deselect the number 11, 12, 13, and 14. How I can do this? Instead of just do 11 and then clear and then okay and then do again with 12, 13, and 14, once I deselect the number 11, Exocad remind the last modification you made. So right now, if I click control, I should be able to deselect the number 12, 13, and 14. 12, 13, and 14, as you can see, right? Okay, so it's pretty easy to understand. You gotta do just some practice. Another shortcut that I want to show you is exactly this one. Let's start over again. So let's say I want to create bridge, okay, a full arch upper bridge from 17 to 27. Okay, if I have to again select every single tooth, it's gonna be really a waste of time for me, right? Because think about, you gotta select 12 teeth. All right, so if I just select the number 17, is again anatomic crown, material zirconia, and then I just click OK. By clicking shift and I click on the number 27, okay, and I click on it, I select this tooth, sorry. As you can see right now, I selected all of the teeth, and all of these teeth, they have the same option that I select for the number 17. Okay, so it's pretty easy. As you can see, it's just to make a project faster, because once you gotta work on big cases like upper and lower cases, upper and lower arch, it's really a waste of time if you gotta select every single tooth. All right, so once you select your teeth, Exocad has to know also what is your upper, the jaw that you want to work on it. So in this case, I'm always used to select the number 18 has an adjacent tooth, and the number 28 as well. So by clicking control, you can select the 28 as well. So right now Exocad knows that the upper jaw is gonna be my working jaw, right? So then Exocad has to know also the antagonist, okay, if we have one. So in this case, it's gonna be our lower jaw. A lot of people, they select every single tooth has antagonist. You don't need to do that. You can just select one tooth. Let's say in this example is gonna be the 34, and I click on antagonist, material healthy, and I click OK. So our project is ready to be saved. The only things we have to do right now is just select the scan mode. Here I always select two-stone model in occlusion because it's just a matter of articulator, but I just noticed that there is not really a big difference once you open your scan software and you scan it. So just go ahead with this two-stone model in occlusion, and then once you do that, you can save your project. Once you save your project, as you can see right now, Exocad create this little window, and if we open this folder, okay, inside I have this file, which is really important. It's the dental project file, which this one is gonna be the file, the main file where I have all of the information inside this project. So inside this little file, again, I have the client name, I have the patient name, I have the technician, I have all of the notes, I have you know, all of the teeth that I'm selected, okay, and what type of restoration I'm gonna make over this teeth, okay. So everything is inside. So now the project is ready, we can go ahead and go in action, where you have different options. You have scanner, you have design, manufacturer, model, creator. So we will just focus on choose scanner and design because that's what you use the most of the time. So once the project is saved, you can just click on your scanner, and this option will bring you to your scanner software, where you will be able to scan all of the things needed for this specific project. And once you scan all of the module needed into this folder, you will be able to see all of the file that you scan, all of the STL file that you just scanned. And if you scan everything properly, okay, you can go ahead and click on design, where this icon will bring you. If you click on this icon, will bring you directly to Exocad, and you will start to design your restoration. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.